The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
Mixed martial arts knows how to keep us guessing, and in the UFC, fans have been treated to some insanely quick knockouts over the years. The harsh, unforgiving nature of the fight game often means that fighters can be left sparked out on the canvas, without even knowing what's happened to them. In equal measure, they can be submitted in the blink of an eye, but for the sake of mainstream drama, it's always more emphatic to witness a KO that quite literally comes out of nowhere. Plenty of elite-level guys and girls have pulled off such a trick, and today, we're going to run through the 10 quickest knockouts in UFC history.
There's Gabriel in the back, watching his brother, who is fighting unbelievably right now. He sees... Oh! No way! Face first, Ismael Bonfim with one of the greatest knockouts you will see!
Number 10. Jairzinho Rozenstruik vs. Alan Crowder, 9 seconds. When Jairzinho Rozenstruik first came into the UFC, he wasn't getting paid by the hour. The dominant heavyweight was out to make a statement every single time he competed, and against Alan Crowder, Biggie Boy made it look impossibly easy by catching him coming in before finishing it on the ground.
180 underdog in this matchup, the undefeated Rozenstruik with 7 wins, 6 by knockout, minus 220. He's in the gray and he sits down Crowder right away. Yeah, that's not it. He has away and he's out. Whoa! That quickly for Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Crowder doesn't know where he is. He's looking around, he's looking at the stars, looking at the sky, thinking what?
Number 9. Don Frye vs. Thomas Ramirez, 8 seconds. Back in the early days of the UFC, and more specifically UFC 8, the promotion was only just starting to find its feet in the MMA world. As such, we had lopsided matchups between incredibly different fighters within this instance, Frye knocking down the much larger man with relative ease prior to the stoppage.
32 feet across, 5 foot 6 inches padded walls on top of a chain link fence. 2 lock gates, tight canvas skin pad, and we are underway. And Frye knocks down Ramirez, and that is it. It's over. Ramirez got knocked into the chain link fence. The bout has been stopped by Big John McCarthy.
He's still out. His eyes are open, but he's not moving.
Number 8. James Irvin vs. Houston Alexander, 8 seconds. In what may well be the prettiest KO on the list, James Irvin stunned Houston Alexander in a bout that was expected to be pretty tame, at least based on how they approached one another. They met in the middle, felt each other out, and then from nothing, a makeshift Superman punch landed, and that was all she wrote.
Tonight's block sponsored by Subway Restaurant. Subway, eat fresh. Alexander quickly. Beautiful Superman punch by Irvin. And Houston goes down. Now this is the important part. Watch this. Watch when he connects again. Houston goes limp. Boom, right there. Right there. That's it. That's a wrap, man. You don't want him taking any punch.
Number 7. Leon Edwards vs. Seth Bochansky, 8 seconds. Before the head kick that was heard around the world, Leon Edwards was knocking guys out in less than 10 seconds, and he was doing so before he'd even gotten close to reaching his full potential. Rocky saw Bochansky come forward with real intent early before popping him with a left, connecting on 2 more and allowing the ref to step in and call it off.
Let's fight! Leon Edwards in the blue, Seth Bochansky. He is in the white with red.
It's out straight away! That's the end of the fight! My goodness!
One and done for Leon Rocky Edwards!
Number 6. Makwan Amirkhani vs. Andy Ogle, 8 seconds. Mr. Finland hasn't reached the kind of heights that many had expected of him, but in this performance, he tore the house down by storming across the octagon with a jumping knee to catch Andy Ogle completely off guard. Moments later, he was declared the winner, and Ogle was probably left wondering what had happened.
Are underway. Coming right across with a huge knee.
Powerful flying knee. Oh,
He's hurt.
trouble, Mike.
Trying to finish it right here. It is all over.
Number 5. Terrence McKinney vs. Matt Frevola, 7 seconds. Terrence McKinney had been waiting his whole life to finally get a chance to shine on the biggest stage of them all, and when that moment came, he took it with both hands. The youngster is known for starting fast, and this was the first sign we got of that, as he dusted off Frevola with blink and you'll miss it speed.
Ready, fight!
Look at it.
Touch gloves. Pop. That's it. Here's the celebration. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right when he landed, it blew out. That is so crazy.
Number 4. Todd Duffy versus Tim Hague, 7 seconds. Todd Duffy was an absolute man-mountain back in his prime, and upon refusing to touch gloves with Tim Hague, he made short work of his overmatched foe by coming around with a left through the guard before finishing with some ground and pound. Say what you will, but heavyweights know how to entertain us.
Heavyweight collision between Hague and Duffy.
Something really interesting.
There we go, first round, you ready?
Tim Hague put his fist out as if to say, do you want to touch gloves? And Todd Duffy shook his head, no.
Well, you know what? They're touching now. Looking to finish the fight over. And it is all over!
Wow.
Todd Duffy! That's going to be close to a UFC record. Hey, wow. Hard work. Hard work, baby. That's it. That's all it takes.
Number 3. Chan Sung-Jung versus Mark Hominick, 7 seconds. Before he was really known as the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung was out here wrecking the rest of the division to make it known that he was hungrier than everyone else for a crack at the belt. Hominick came forward too quickly, and Jung made him pay by loading up and landing a fierce right hand straight down the middle.
Hominick against the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung. Tonight's fight brought to you by Battlefield 3. Opponent got the call. Rock early. And it is all over.
Number 2. Ryan Jimmo versus Anthony Parash, 7 seconds. Edmonton's finest Ryan Jimmo was smiling away before the referee started this fight, and it's not exactly hard to see why. He immediately cornered Parash and cut off the cage, carving out a nasty overhand right, and that was all she wrote. Joe Rogan, as you can imagine, was left shouting unbelievable for what felt like 5 minutes. Number 1. Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren, 5 seconds. The birth of Super Necessary, and the real start of Jorge Masvidal's meteoric rise to superstardom. Ben Askren talked a lot of smack in the lead up to this fight, but when the referee gave the signal, it was Gamebred who walked the walk by moving to his right, charging towards Askren, and landing one of the coldest knees in the history of the sport.
In the building, and these guys just flapping gums at each other. Any chance they get. The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified by our latest videos.